right, so let's look at our second set of lines. So I have y equals negative 3x plus 6. And so I'm going to, that is my A right here. And then I have y equals 1/3 x minus 1. Okay, so if we kind of look and analyze these graphs, what we notice just visually is that they cross each other at x, right? And mathematically speaking, they cross each other, okay, at a 90-degree angle, right? Now, looking at their slopes, I have a -3 and I have a positive 1/3, okay? So there's my -3, okay, and -1 or in positive 1/3. So if you guys will notice that what happened to this -3, first off, it changed sign, right? So it went from negative to a positive, okay? So I'm going to put opposite sign, okay? And then the other thing happened is it went from a 3 to a 1/3. So we refer to as a reciprocal, right? Or in non-math language, we can call it a flip, right? So we flipped the fraction and we also changed its sign. So when we have two lines that have that type of relationship with their slope, where it's opposite signs and they're reciprocals of each other, we call those perpendicular. And again, remember, perpendicular lines are going to cross, right, at that 90-degree angle. All right, so how do we write a perpendicular slope? Well, the first step is to actually identify your slope, right? So in this case, I have y equals 9x plus 8, and 9 is going to be my slope. So after I figure out what the slope is, I need to change the sign of the slope, because remember, they have to have opposite signs. So it's going to go from a positive to a -9. Okay, now, something important to know is I can write -9 as -9 over 1, right? So any whole number I can put over 1 without changing its value. And now my last thing is I'm going to flip it. So instead of having -9 over 1, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to find the reciprocal, and it's going to be -1 over 9. Okay, so -1 over 9 is going to be my perpendicular equation. And again, if I graph those, I'm going to notice that they're going to cross. Okay, they're going to intersect, and they're going to cross at that 90-degree angle. Okay, let's look at one more example. So I have y equals -1 over 8x plus 8. So step one, let's identify my slope. So remember, my slope is -1/8. Okay, now first thing I'm going to